Hello, everybody, and welcome back to something rather special. So yesterday, I was just going through my replays that I still have, and I was like, "What is the oldest replay that I still have in my replay folder?" Maybe I have some more stored somewhere else, but I don't believe so. In any case, this is the oldest replay that I had. Some replays from this is from the 13th of August, 2015. 2015. This is before the Dutch DLC. This is before the map packs, but after Scandi DLC, Eastern Bloc DLC, and the free unit pack with the Martyr 2 and Canine Thunder, etc. Maybe I'll eventually just quickly go over them so for people who joined afterwards realize what is actually what wasn't in the released Wargame version before the free updates. But this is the oldest replay that I still had saved. This is a 1 versus 1 of me, Mr. Satan, against plus, minus, minus, plus, also known as ML Alexander. I vaguely remember this game. I thought that I played something else, but I remember that he played Scandi. But I just thought, 2015, this was before everyone used super heavies and smoke in that sense. I wish I could look at decks, because unfortunately the deck codes don't work anymore. To see what was in those decks. It looks like he's playing Mech, if I had to guess. Oh, and this is also, I think this might, dude, I'm gonna just randomly start talking about something else once I notice shit, but I wonder if this was with the old Panzer build. The Panzer build used to be crazy, like a crazy rate of fire. It's just, but yeah, it's actually kind of a nostalgia trip for me. If you realize this is a game from 5 years ago, and the game was 6 years old, it's just crazy. But yeah, I'm playing Red Dragons. Looks like Red Dragons unspec. I don't fully remember what was really meta, but that was before Blue Mixed. When it comes to Blue Mixed, it was first Blue Moto that became meta, then Blue Mech, and around the same time also Blue Unspec and Blue Armored. This is when mixed decks had 50 activation points, Erics were not prototyped, Kyumaru Shiki wasn't prototyped, Hachinano Shiki was 25 points. The Hachinano Shiki was basically the Amex 10 of back in the day. The Hachinano Shiki was our current Amex 10. Not quite as extreme, but relatively close to it, I'd like to say. Which doesn't mean that it was straight up OP, but you also have to keep in mind that back during these times, we didn't have like our current meta knowledge, our current strategy knowledge when it comes to smoking and other things. And as you can see here, wait, what's this? This is I like when you're in game, you don't notice it, but is this? This is the nerfed Bravo, right? Because Bravo used to extend, like, I think including this town, and maybe a bit of. I just hold on, because when you're looking at you're looking at an old replay, you sometimes don't know if something that you see has changed or not. Okay, so this is already the current layout, and because some maps have been slightly changed, like Nuclear Winter has slightly been changed. And like I said, this used to be extend more, favoring this side actually. But yeah, back in the day we didn't have our current knowledge, etc. The heaviest tank around this time of this replay, the heaviest tank you saw was a T-72B1. For Red Dragons, it was the CDQ 62G, and you can see he starts with one tank that is level 105 NO2, right? And an STRE 105. I start with one CDQ, two CDQs, and that's it, right? Well, does this sound work? Okay, it seems hello. Sometimes you don't know what is really different because the hotkeys are also different, right? When you watch older replays, you have the default hotkeys to bring up unit information cards. So the WC had only one front armor, right? So the Panzerbrite had 20. Yeah, I think this. Yeah, this is 1x speed, right? Just watch that rate of fire, dude. It's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Dude, I'm very aggressive with the CTQ here. My, look at this Legion 90. Hankashasho, Yakyunde 90. What is this deck, man? Lucian doing 90. Look at how heavy I am in mid, dude. Look at how heavy he is in mid. And he's not even pushing. It's crazy, man. Look at my horrible micro here. Just not pulling up my infantry. Just not moving around, not using my autocannon transfers effectively. Not putting the Legion in the forest instead of the town. What is this? A C9A with Lead Ren flying around. Oh my, look at this, 2 Jeepsies, both in the base. Let's see, I'm actually curious, can you spot the... You cannot spot the CTQ. I think the CTQ might have also been stealthier back then. Look at this fucking Panzer build, just bam bam. It's just absolutely crazy. I mean, sure, it only had 280 and only 1575 meter range, but it was wheeled, had optics, and was 15 fucking points, dude. Somehow I actually managed to kill those 2 squads. Oh, now there's the SCRFs moving up. The Panzer is good though. Look at this base event, which is mine. Oh, actually, I'm starting to get base events. Even a Liren squad right here. Okay. It's better than nothing, I suppose. I mean, it's not the worst position because it kind of locks stuff coming down here, but it doesn't do anything if it goes on through there or through there, right? So, whatever. More BTR ADAs. I think they're more or less unchanged. I don't fully know if the AP or accuracy rate of fire has been adjusted since then. Like, in my brain, suddenly the accuracy being green and the stabilizer being orange. I don't know if it really is, if it still is. It might still be 1-to-1 like that, but for some reason in my head it's like something is wrong there. But I can't put my finger on it. Automatic that far back and turned off, not even being considered to be used as fire support, just pure AA. Yeah, I lost most of Foxtrot control. Both of the Panzer wheels still alive. One of them is on the lead by now. I see an A in the back. Stingers in the base. Gewehrman 90 with 10 points, by the way, with the 16 AP law and MG3. It was before the MG rebalance. So I think the MG3 might have been even... Comparatively, the MG3 was stronger. But I think I could be wrong. I'd have to look at the hidden stats, etc. But I think, comparatively speaking, the MGs had less of an impact on the DPS of line infantry. But I can't guarantee that is the case. That's when I did the MG rebalance and MG3 and Minimi, of course, still being the top. I think. Oh, hold on. Can't spot me. And I missed, I'm gonna get cooked here, probably. What I was gonna say, MG is right. With the MG rebalance that came around the Israel DLC, basically all MGs became more powerful compared to the primary weapons. So that special forces like the SAS and LSTR struggle more against now shock infantry with MGs and stuff. But don't quote me on that. This is just what I vaguely remember. J7H with manual evac, just turn off the gunfire position and shift evac. Unchanged as far as I can see. But buying a J7 to kill 2 Panzer builds is also interesting. I did kill the LVKV here and my J7 did nothing, but at least it survived. Okay, that's a very aggressive CTQ. And then 135 basically still unchanged, although it has 15% accuracy. I think now it has 20. What died here? The Panzer Brill? Oh, BTR. Did the BTR 88 get... Oh, maybe the STRV 105 helped. It could also be. I don't think the BTR 88 died to 2 Panzer Brills. Like, as strong as it still is fairly inaccurate and has only 1 armor. HQ7 still unchanged. Dude, I'm actually pushing in here. Wow. Oh, I bought this with the J7. Could this even have been a B5? I don't think. I don't think so. Maybe it's 2 J7, 1 J7. But I got the Scania, that's nice. Also, no FOBs from either of us. Back during the time, you basically saw no FOB at all. Even in the Soviets, where you saw the Buratino, people just bought supply trucks. I mean, there were a few people who used FOBs, but okay, it was very rare. And even these days, I was one of the later ones to start using FOBs more aggressively. Even like in like early 17 and shit, I was still very rarely using FOBs. He pinged my CTQ. Automatic still back there. And it's just so passive, I feel. It's crazy. J7, going for Dragoner. It's just... oh man. Like, he could just get like CV90s and like Leopard 105s and just roll me over. Look at how much stuff he has in mid, and he barely probed. A7 bombing yet again. Buying more LVKVs, they're nice and all, but they're not too great against planes. The automatic still sitting here doing nothing. I mean, I'm also doing like some questionable plays, but I think I'm not as overextended. By the way, they were 15 men, and during this time, I think they still had the best red for MG. So if this version of the Lucian Dui 90 and base Lucian Dui had been made 10 men and -5 points, that, comparatively speaking, would be a much better squad than today's Lucian Dui 90. HKB4C with what I presume are... Is this still in mech? Which what I presume are Kusiaga 90 flying around, sneaking around. CTC 88. Is it still called CTC 88? Or is this just... this tank changed. They rerolled some of the CTCs, of the slow and CTCs. I'm bombing mid, interestingly enough. Maybe he just started pushing. I'm wondering if it pulls unit names from the current version of Wargame, but I don't think it does. Iran. It did get spotted. Did he notice? Are they? No, it's still flying. So I think. Oh, SK60. Oh, so this thing you see, fire forget 10 HE, right? These days it's I don't remember. I think it's semi-active. But back then, not only was it fire and forget, it was effectively a laser guided bomb fired like an ATGM, meaning that you had better flight pattern. I mean, it's slow and has no armor, but it has a better flight pattern, making it somewhat survivable actually, despite no ECM. But it also had 100% accuracy and was cheap as fuck. Of course, he has no line of sight, so joke's on you. Then again, I traded 60 points for 60 points, but I think I'd rather lose the HQ7 than the CTQ, considering that he's advancing. This was also during the time when this was the only real recon tank, right? Sure, there was like the Leopard 1 recon tank, and there was the low-end CTQ and stuff, but... Oh, get cooked. Did you see that? Did you? Let me see. Yeah, you can't even spot my CTQ. At that range. I think these days you can spot it with medium optics at that range. Or maybe you can't, I'm not sure. But yeah, the STW had no line of sight anymore on me. The automatic finishes off my plane. Still OP. That was just bad bombing run, by the way, of course. I shouldn't have done that at all. For like 2 infantry squads. The BG is not right. I think yes. Look at this absolutely genius play. So I don't do this anymore, but I remember now that I see it, I remember doing it back in the day. You're like, wait, it's not even in cover. I mean, okay, like it's cut off by forests, right? So you can only see it from like this angle here, right? But the other thing is, look at it, it's forward, it's on the road, but look at it, look at the way it's facing. So I think what I did, I was telling it to fast move in this air, into this position, so to take the road, and then as soon as it was here, I was press stop. So if I want to evade an incoming bomber, I can tell it to fast move down here, and it doesn't have to turn, it doesn't have to drive through forests, and etc., etc. So it can instantly accelerate into the exact direction that I want to with the fast move 150 km/h speed to evade the bombers. I don't know why I don't do this anymore. This is absolute genius level play. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Oh. PTZ 89. It used to have a bug that the HE round fired at something like 20, 30, 40 RPM for like one patch or something. It was hilarious. What is this block 5? Cluster. Dude, he was already using cluster bomber back then? Holy moly. Let's see if I can evade this. I'm still not moving. I'm still not moving. Okay, now I'm moving. Look at this, look at this. Just instant fast move. If I had been right here in the middle of the forest looking in this direction, I would have been dead. I'm so good. I'm being facetious here, of course. But man, dude. This is absolute genius level play, dude. I think I'm trying to set it up here again, but I told it too early. My, oh my, oh my. Let's see. I mean, I guess I just stopped on the road because it was too thinning, but I'm still like directly on the road, so it's still giving me some sort of advantage as opposed to like sitting in the bush here. Oh my goodness. Big 23 mile. It was on elite back then. I don't think it is still on elite. I think it's like on veteran or only hardened even. But back then already Red Dragons had pretty horrible ASF setups. Back then the meta was the Mirage 2000 and the Danish F16. Playing veterans also was just not as standardized, so the KWS wasn't on 2 on veteran. The F and a lot of like 120 points semi-active planes weren't on veteran either. Like I think the Polish MiG only got buffed later on into that veteran C. The F-15A Eagle used by the US. Right, second run, here we go. I have no AA here. Oh no, I have an HQ7. Oh, I'm buying a mortar! A mortar! The first piece of artillery in this entire game, dude. 17 minutes in. Oh, is he going for my base? Oh, you cheeky bastard. Oh, you cheeky bastard. Just a Kusega. What happened to my sneaking around? That's still there. I'm not sure if I noticed this. Oh, he's going for this. Oh, he's right on target, dude. Am I noticing? I am noticing, but I don't think I can move fast enough because I'm in a bush. If I had been on the road here, I would have been so much quicker. That's the exact thing that happened here, which I avoided with my setup there. Of course, the issue here is that if you put it here on the road, you're so easily spotted from like anything that's even just this basic helicopter just flying towards here, right? So it's harder to, or not as good there. But I did kill the plane. EDC 89 shooting at the Fallschirmjäger. He's pinging. I'm pinging something here. This was before I did any kind of YouTube video, so I don't know why I pinged there. Another Kusjäger that's got on that side. I have base defense though, so I knew about him being a cheeky bugger, and I guess in ranked in general. Who gets side shot SCRB? Those were so good back in the day because I started playing this like kind of as a counter. Look at how fast these. It's just ridiculous, dude. I started playing this as kind of a counter to Soviets because Soviets back then was just rushing down with BTR 90s and BTR 90s and ADAs everywhere. And BTR 90s had 2 front armor, so the 16 AP by the tank Shasha would just perfectly counter them. And also the heaviest tank you saw was the T-72B1. So the CTQ sitting in the bush had a field day against those tanks as well. So there's I really want to see the SK-16 action. I bought a new CB. Alright. Let's see what he spots. He spots the HQ. The dice though, so the HQ is the SK-60 just has no target. He now probably target the PTC 89. Did I? No. You ran up back there. Got also Q5D also. Of course, look at the veterancy, right? You got 2 on this veterancy. Didn't really matter because laser guided bombs, it's just like the SK60s, had a perfect accuracy. Of course, it mattered for the. I failed to look at the actual accuracy of the laser guided bomb. Oh, I hit him. See, perfect hit, right? That's why laser guided bombs were so strong. And now imagine a Kernels with perfect accuracy on every tank. On every time it fired. Any tank with less than 4 top armor would just get killed 95% of the time. And it's kind of already the case with the Nighthawk, but even the Nighthawk coming on elite, sometimes you're a bit unlucky. Oh, MR25 now, this is also cool. This was with the pre-nerf Yak B. The Yak B, I mean the Yak B is already like a really good gun, right, on a helicopter. But back then it was even better, because it had such a high rate of fire and such a low reload time. Let's hope we can see that in action. Good CTQ, man putting up some good work. It's not getting cooked at that range by the autogun. Just look at this. Bam. Look at the MG sound though. That changed, right? Oh, firing completely reset by the BTR ID. It's lucky. The Leopard 105 is a bit damaged, but I don't think enough so that the Yaki and they can finish it off. But the Gewehrmann just cooking me. Oh no, the MG isn't turned off. Okay, it wasn't. We couldn't really pay attention because the thing died so quickly. Signan A here. Firing up. They did kill something here. What's that? Oh, a CTQ and the Shilka. That's bad. Oof. That's bad. In the meantime here, CTQ again, just firing up on that SCRV without getting spotted. Bam, it's dead. Alicia, turn off the MG, Raz! What are you doing? What are you doing? He's pushing in mid as well, so very aggressive. Okay, MR25, here we go. Did you see that? Did you see how quickly it reloaded the gun? It's virtually as if there was like no reload between the salvos at all. There's a Q5, okay. 97% accuracy. Yeah, it's perfect accuracy basically. Should have definitely used it on the right though. Like on the left, I'll hold here, right? But on the right here, look at this. My hind died. Let's see what the Lijian can do. Oh, I think this might have also been before the Lijian had like the burst. Oh yeah, that was the SK60 FYI. Just perfect accuracy, and fired like 80 gems, right? So it's actually much faster from the plane to the ground than it is for like normal laser guided bombs. But they definitely should have used it here because now I lost the sight. What are you doing, Raz? What are you doing? And boop, 10 points. Law MG3. Oh my, oh my. SK60 got here as well. Did they kill more? Yeah, 2 BDR-ADAs by the looks of it. So they definitely paid off. This one kind of as well because it forced me to buy a hind even though it was unnecessary, and I sniped an automatic here. Oh my, oh my. SK60 once again coming in, but I'm still taking +1. And I'm still ahead in conquest points despite me losing a CV here. Look at this. Bam. Just simple as that. Simple as that. I mean, it is easy to kill, no questions asked, but it was still very powerful. Also this, oh, I wanna see this. I wanna see this. Also wanna see if there's already burst firing for the napalm launcher. 1, 2. Okay, there's the rule of the 2 shots. I don't know if it's still 2 shots or if it's 3 shots these days. But yeah, look at the Gewehrmann being absolutely cooked here. And bam, another shot. Bam, another shot. WC551, only one front armor here. Definitely should have waited until my Lijian engaged. I don't think, I guess now that I look at it, I guess back in the day, back during this time, I didn't really do the whole turning MG off thing. And I guess I maybe also didn't really consider engaging the enemy infantry with my infantry first and then moving in with the fire support. Yeah, now the hordes of Gewehrmen here. Just look at this Gewehrmen spam, dude. And Jäger spam as well, right? I think this was Jäger were still 10 points back then. But yeah. But I think that the German Panzerfaust 44 maybe didn't have 16 AP yet. So maybe they did. I don't remember. Oh no, I think they did. I think they got 16 AP with the AT launcher rebalance, and that is when the M72A4 now got the 16 AP, but the range reduced. The range used to have 875 meter range if I remember correctly. And they also only introduced a 700 meter range interval for AT launchers here. Before it was just 525 or 875, nothing in between. When it comes to the normal launchers, ignoring recruiters rifles. He's really pushing me out here. Only ooh, hoo, hoo. He doesn't have anything behind my lines anymore. SK60. Look at how much shit I have here, dude. I could, with some good maneuvering, I could definitely push him out there. But same for him here. But he is slowly but surely pushing me. SK60, just bam. It's so good. It still would be very good these days. It would also be great for AA sniping. Oh, the SRFs. Oh, this is bad. I have a Q5 though, but I don't think it's yeah. It will only kill one of them. Too far out. It's pinging here, but there's something wrong with my CV is. A7. My God, so many RBSs. Oh no. Okay, they didn't have. For a while, they actually had a perfect stabilizer. That was crazy. Oh. See how even it fired before I switched. It fired, I switched buildings, and it still aimed in on me, right? Okay, the other Q50 is gonna finish up that STRF. And I'm still not in a great position. Then again, am I not? I mean, as long as I don't lose this, I guess I'm fine. I have the conquest points lead, so even if he countercaps this, as long as I hold this and don't lose my 2-pointer, and can keep this CV alive, I'm fine. Look at this SK60. It's quite ridiculous. Granted, my AA is pretty light, and I have like only the HQ7. I have no HQ60. I think did I run 2 cards of HQ7s? How many HQs? I lost one here. There's one. There's one. There's one. Here's another one. So many HQ7s. I think I literally only ran HQ7s and the Shilkas. I think that might have been it. I don't think I ran the HQ60 when I then. Maybe it was still. I think the HQ60 when I also got buffed to the 60% accuracy it had now, so maybe it wasn't as good back then. But like I had no long range AA at all. Oh, am I trying to snipe the rover here? I know, I'm not gonna say. Oh my Raz, that was okay. SK60 just yeah. But that was just horrible by me, Jesus. Did I kill his automatic? He had another automatic here, didn't he? Did I kill that somehow? A60. Once again. This is on hardened already, so it killed some shit. Probably going for my Legion here. Or the BTR 80, I assume. Oh no, the HQ7. Oh, he lost line of sight because the infantry squad died. Pog, dude. And the cargo just sitting here not repairing my tank assassin. Very cool, very cool. This shit sitting here doing nothing. I mean, it looks like I'm winning given it's only like 1.5 minutes left, but can't say I played amazingly. But Fighting Falcon. Or maybe no, I don't think I'll surrender. I doubt it. But what makes him surrender? Because there's still over 10 minutes left by the time the game is over. Like, look, okay, I'm just curious. Maybe he DC'd? Maybe he has to go IRL or something? What a weird game. What happens in like 1 minute that makes it be over? Like 130 points, sure, but like even just 10 minutes of a +1 is already 150 points. And then there's like he could relatively. Maybe I'm surrendering? Oh, B5. Oh boy. Here comes the Jonker. 2 per card, by the way. Oh, I got the CV. Oh, I nearly killed it at the 1A5 even as well. So I guess maybe that, but even then, still 10 minutes to go. If you really surrendered because you thought you already lost, I mean, sure. I'm not saying it's easy peasy to still win, but like it's far from unlikely. Of course, he doesn't know what I have here, but he could. It doesn't take a lot to push me out of here. Granted, maybe I would have started pushing here, but there was like no threat of him losing this either at that point in time. So I don't know. Or maybe I'm surrendering. Let's see. No, I win. Huh. I'm surprised about this KD. I guess it was to B5 that really tipped the scale at the end. Because it really looked like I lost more units, but maybe he assumed I would just keep sniping CVs because it only cheap CVs. I don't know. But my 2015 playstyle meta units was a different time. I have some more replays, including one on Wanton Harbor when it was still in ranked. So let me know if you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to see more of this every now and then. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely did. That was a blast from the past. And I'll hopefully see you next time.